Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, I will be going over a full PvP guide. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced player. I cover elite strats, hidden movement tech, situational awareness, inventory management, and a lot more. So the first thing that we are going to be going over to make sure that you are abusing free kits, especially when you're a new player to the game or if you just wipe, because if you're not, you have to actually risk something to learn something. Even me, I have 400 hours on this game already and I still use free kits every single day. You don't always have to go in with kits, so make sure you're abusing free kits as much as possible. The next thing I want to go over is how overpowered hip firing is in this game. It's a lot more overpowered than people would actually think. It's super accurate even if you're sliding and jumping. So I'll show you, for example, on this dummy, just me standing still and hip firing from about 20 meters away. You see what I'm saying? Hip firing is super accurate, just you still gotta be pulling down. It's obviously not as accurate if you were to scope in. And then here's me hip firing while jumping. Still, just killed him. That's got the heavy shield with the Kettle one. Just straight hip fire jumping, and then here's me hip firing and sliding. So see, I'm hip firing, sliding, even if I'm going this way and looking this way and hip firing, it's still super accurate. Obviously, the farther you get away, the less accurate it is. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna fight with this guy right here. I get some shots off on him, he gets some shots off on me. Now I'm low, I'm in cover. The first thing you're gonna want to do is heal. You never want to shield first. You always want to band-aid first. Band-aid first and then shield. Even if you have shield, if you don't have any white HP, you're gonna die. So always make sure you're band-aiding first and then shielding. And then this one plays into the exact same role as the last one. Make sure your heals are in the same spot. So for me, I like to keep my band-aids first and then my shields second. So every time I click Q, I can just go up straight with my mouse and then get my band-aids. Q up, because that's how I access my hotbar. Q up, band-aid. As I've noticed for the first couple 100 hours I had on the game, I would just put my heals wherever. And I would just kind of be like this. Like I'd be scattering around trying to find the heals. And you just don't want that. So this one's kind of dumb and pretty simple, but you want to be not abusing, but you want to be using the best weapon in the game, if you can, which is the Kettle. The Kettle is the best weapon in the game, no questions asked, hands down the best weapon in the game. And if you can shoot fast on controller or PC, I would recommend using the Kettle. I don't even have a good trigger finger. There's people with a lot better trigger fingers than me, and they make me look bad.
That's ridiculous. Macro.
If you're not using the Kettle, you're just missing out and you're losing gunfights. I think I've won probably 85% of my gunfights with the Kettle. That's a 1v1. And that's no bullshit. This one's really simple, but you guys need to be abusing adrenaline shots. With adrenaline shots, they're super cheap to craft. You should be bringing at least 5 of them to every raid. Just having that unlimited sprint, and then also being able to like infinitely dodge roll with it, because without stamina you can't dodge roll. So you get in a fight, you're able to dodge roll a lot more, versus now that I can't dodge roll. This is how I'm going to dodge roll without stamina. And I'm just like a little turtle that can get shot and I'm dead in 2 seconds. You don't need them as much for Stella Montis, but even for Buried City, you don't need it as much. Spaceport, Bluegate, and damn Battlegrounds, you probably want stem shots, adrenaline shots. So something I haven't seen nobody else do yet is go over the best attachment for each gun. So I'm going to quickly go over the best attachment for each gun, but I'm only going to go over the best guns and actually matter, and I'm not going to go over shitty guns like the Apregio. So the best attachments you can possibly have on the Venator 4 is the Vertical Grip 3, which reduces vertical recoil by 30% and reduces ADS speed by 30%. And then the Blue Medium Egg 3, which gives you 12 bullets. Because without this, you have 10 bullets, and the Venator's pretty butt. But with either a green mag, which it's a lot easier to get, gives you 8 bullets, or if you have it, the blue mag, which gives you 12 bullets. So for the Kettle 4, the best gun in the game, the best attachments that you're going to want to run on this gun kind of depends on what map you're playing. For me, I like to play Stella Montis, so I wouldn't put extended barrel on. Instead, I'd put a suppressor 2 on. And for the grip, I like to do horizontal grip, which reduces horizontal and vertical and ADS. And then obviously blue extended mag, which gets you from 20 bullets to 15, unless you don't have a blue mag, then you put a green mag on, which still gives you the 10 bullets. So for the Anvil 4, the best attachment you can possibly have, Compensator 3. I don't have any Compensator 3s right now, so I would just do the Compensator 2, and I'll show you guys with and without the Compensator. What the Compensator actually does, if you read it, it says 40% reduced per shot dispersion, and what that means is bloom. So when you're fighting, let's say like long range, like this is with the Compensator, pretty accurate, you know what I mean? You'll hit your shots. And then here is without the Compensator. So that's where it really shines. It's the bloom long range. It makes your crosshair less accurate, pretty much. And then the same thing goes for a stitcher as well. These are the best attachments. Personally, this is what I like to run. Silencer 2, horizontal grip, extended light make 3, and the stable stock 3. Does the same thing it does with the Kettle. And then honestly, for the El Toro, you don't really need the best attachments with this because you don't need ADS speed. You don't really need recoil. What you do need though is the shotgun choke. The shotgun choke 3 or the shotgun choke 2 gives you the base dispersion, which just makes your shots and makes your bullet spread more accurate. The only two that I really care about is the shotgun choke and the extended mag. These two I don't really care about unless I have extra, then I'll throw it on. So quickly, we're going to go over the weapon TTK, which is time to kill. So this is after the 1.7 update, the weapon TTK versus light shields. The top one just being body shots only, with Volcano coming in first place with 1.036 seconds. Next, Torrente 1.048, Bobcat 1.108, Tempest 1.19, and Kettle 1.4, and Stitcher 1.4, and then Toro also being 1.4. For tier 1, these are all level 1 weapons with body shots only. And now these are level 4 weapons with good aim, meaning 45% body shots, 50% of them being headshots, and 5% of them being limb shots. Venator 4 coming into hard first place with his 0.67. Torrente coming in second place, 0.69. It makes sense, but think about hitting 50% headshots with the Torrente. Come on. Bobcat coming in third with 0.7. Volcano coming in fourth with 0.8. Stitcher and Kettle coming in with 0.83. Now hear me out. I don't think this is counting for how fast I can shoot the Kettle, because if they're talking about a normal person shooting the Kettle, maybe it's 0.83, but me, this Kettle is going up here at 0.67. I'm not gonna lie. And then here we go, we have the weapon TTK versus medium shield. Same thing for the tier 1 body shots. If you want to pause, you can read it. And then for the TTK for the level 4 weapons, Venator 4 still being in first place at 0.775, and then Kettle at 0.92, Stitcher at 0.93. Let's take a look. Medium shield, you stay alive for 0.92 seconds with the Kettle, and then with a light shield, 0.83. So you stay alive for 0.09 seconds longer with that medium shield. That extra 0.1 second isn't gonna save you. I'm sorry. I've personally ran medium shield probably 10 to 15 times out of my 1,000 raids I've done. I just don't like medium shield. So this is a pretty basic tip, but everybody should know this at least. So let's say I'm gonna fight with this yellow guy right here. I'm shooting at him, and now let's say I want to nade him. I click Q to try to get to my nades. I have to hold Q, go up here to my trigger nades, nade him, throw it, and then nade him, right? So instead, what you want to do is you want to pre-place your nades, and then I can also keep clicking Q, and it rotates if you didn't know. Bam, 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 shoot him. All I have to do is click Q twice, click Q once here, click Q again, and now I'm switched to my trigger nades. Throw your trigger nade. Bam. And then that goes the same with healing. So like, let's say I have shields here, band-aids here, right? Now I get into a fight. I'm really low. I can shield first, and then I can click Q and then band-aid. See how I just shield and band-aided without having to go to my wheel at all? I'm shielding, click Q, I'm band-aiding. And then you can do the same, like the way that I like to do it is I keep band-aids first. I'll band-aid, I'll click Q, and then I'll shield. Really quickly though, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, please make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below with what other kind of videos you guys want to see on the channel. I do have a really big passion for gaming and this video game in general, so content will be coming from this channel a lot in the future. Make sure to subscribe, comment down something below. Thank you guys. Onto the video. Oh, really quickly, this actually really pissed me off. I typed in Arc Raiders tier list, and they put Kettle on C tier. So I'm going to be showing you guys the proper Arc Raiders weapon tier list from the best weapons to the worst weapons. So we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. So I'm going to speedrun this. I'm not going to make you guys sit and wait and watch me do this for 20 minutes. So we'll go in order from gray to green to blue to purple to gold. Stitcher, S tier, Hairpin, B tier, Kettle, S tier, Rattler, C tier, Pharaoh, A tier, Berletta, B tier, Anvil, S tier, El Toro, S tier, El Pregio, D tier, Venator, S tier, Renegade, B tier, Osprey. If you have the right attachments and you're good at sniping, it can be an S tier, but I'll go B tier. Serene, D tier, C tier, Bobcat, A tier, Tempest, B tier. The headshot multiplier is only 1.5x on the Tempest. Tina, C tier, Bullcracker, obviously D tier, Jupiter, D tier, Equalizer, D tier, and Philion, D tier. This is the one and only true proper Arc Raiders weapon tier list. Alright, so we pretty much went over all of the combat fundamentals in the game, healing, attachments, and all of the weapon stuff. Show you guys all of the good movement tech in the game. This is my favorite part. I guarantee you there's going to be at least 3 things in this next segment of the video that you guys did not know about, so make sure you guys stay tuned. This one's pretty basic. I call this one the Aimkey because that's how I learned to do it. That's who I first started seeing it from, because when I first started playing this game, I started off watching Aimkey. He did this a lot, and so that's where I got it from. So for example, this is the guy that we're fighting. We can either shoot at him, we can slide back that way, we can slide right, slide back left. Movement in this game is super dynamic, so you can really do it any way. So you can get really fancy with this technique. Something that I like to do is, let's say there's a door right here, somebody's chasing me. I shut the door, I fake run this way, and then I slide back, and now I'm in their face. So I'm not gonna lie, I literally just spent the last hour trying to get a keyboard overlay on my screen so I could show you guys what my keyboard looks like when I'm trying to do this move. And I ended up crashing my OBS and having to reinstall OBS. So here we are, like an hour and a half later. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of dynamic ways you can use the Aimkey movement. You can pretty much just, you can go in any direction, you know what I mean? You can go straight and then go left, you can go right and then go back, you can go left and then go right. You can use this in any direction that you need to, that feels necessary for your fight. If you can 100% get this movement down with some little bit of practice, this will take you from winning 50% of your gunfights to winning 70% of your gunfights just by learning this one mechanic. So one more time, all that you're doing is you're sliding, shooting, and then dodge rolling the opposite direction that you're sliding. What I'm doing with my keyboard is I'm sliding forward and then clicking C and then clicking S after I click C. When I'm saying C, I'm meaning dodge roll. And when you're doing this is best with the shotgun. So the El Toros or this movement is gonna outperform any other gun. All right, just to show you guys this movement technique, I'm gonna go into a game really quick with just an El Toro and some heals on Stella Montis and show you guys how efficient it really is. Y'all got the gist though. I fucked up. Hey, nice shots, bro. GG's. I went in here with literally nothing. I looted a couple crates and I have 45k now. So the first thing is how to hit this jump on Stella Montis. I see a lot of people struggling to hit this jump. The first thing you want to do, if you've never done this jump, is ping like right here's the edge, right there, like tiny bit back, and then try to run. And when you jump earlier than you're thinking, because a lot of people I see jump, they try to jump here or here or here. You want to be jumping here. You're supposed to hit this ledge. Just trust me, you want to hit the jump like when you're about right here. I'll show you guys me hitting the jump really quick. First try. So again, I'll do it one more time. This is a really good jump because a lot of people cannot hit this jump. And if you can't hit this jump, I'll pull up a screen of me assassinating some people that literally weren't able to hit this jump.
Did you jump before? Yeah, fuck that, hold on. Let me just it's easier.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Hey, grab me.
As you guys see, being able to hit this jump will literally save your life. So just ping like right in front of it, and you want to jump right there. Hey man, how you doing, bro? Anything you want to say to the people?
Really?
I have some. Whoa, you're gonna shoot me?
No, I don't know.
Did you just spawn in?
Anything you want to say to the people, I feel like you're gonna just fucking pull a gun off.
No. I'm saying the people are listening, like the people at home. No, I'm friendly. I'm a friendly man. Here, I'll show you that I'm friendly. Come here. Take this. Take this, sir.
Oh, dude. I don't want what the fuck, dude?
Just take it.
Well, we got a brother back here who also, if he's gonna give us all this loot, brother, join this boy.
Come here, bro.
I don't want your loot. I don't want your loot.
I just spawned in. I'm trying to show people something. So like, I just looted this on accident, so you can have it. It's like.
Honestly, I just want this flow control.
Okay.
And then that's it. I need it quick west.
The next thing, it's right above on this jump, and this is on any train track railing or any railing in general. If you slide down a railing, any railing in the game, you make zero noise. So watch this. Zero noise. You hear that? I did it slow so you can hear it, but now I'm gonna do a fast slide. Zero noise. Absolutely zero freaking noise. We'll go up here and do it on this one just to show. Yo, I'm friendly. What's up, man? Yo. I'm just trying to record a video to show people something, man. Hey, man. How you doing? Alright. How to shoot at you? I don't... Rad. I'm trying to film a video. And you just shot at me. I said I'm friendly. What do you mean I'm a rat? Are you dumb? So pretty much anywhere on the map, you're able to jump down and grab onto something. And especially once you get more hours on the game, you're able to traverse these maps really well. Let's say you're up here and you're in a fight. I can get down from here into the exfil in about like a few seconds. So I'll actually show you guys in depth. Like you want to almost be able to like match your crosshair with the side. And it's almost like I'm like matched up with it. You guys see how I'm like matched up like straight down? You're trying to edge your body right to the edge of it. If I was just to click W, my body would fall right here. Crosshair right here. And then just fall down. grab spacebar, and then click crouch, and you let go. And then same with right here. You can get up here, you can fall right here, grab on this. And then also when you're on right here, you can cross from here to here if you didn't know. Just jump, grab. And that way you can get from this side to this side. A lot of people don't know that. So this one right here is pretty basic. All you need to do is when you're falling, you just click your dodge roll. Everybody knows about this. Like you're running, you fall right here, you just click your dodge roll and you can keep running. The one where you actually dodge roll off, you take fall damage now. You used to not take fall damage. And then pretty much with like anywhere else on the map, like even if you're up here and you want to get down, you can either go down and dodge roll, or you can go down and grab the railing. Me personally, I just like grabbing railings because I've got really accurate with it. So my way of traversing the map, I'm really, oh, someone's dying with 4 minutes left. That's not good. I just really like to grab those railings when I'm falling down on things.
Hey, you want an extra?
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Alright.
Have a good day, bro. Shout out to that guy. We ended up going in with absolutely nothing. We came out with 62,000, Venator 3, Blue Extended Meg, El Toro 2. This one's super basic as well, but just make sure you guys have your shoulder swap bound to something that you can easily hit. Settings controls, scroll down a little bit, and right here, shoulder swap. So I have mine bound to my top mouse button, so I can just sit here and literally with my right thumb, shoulder swap fast or slow, easily, without having to like move. Like my hand's always on my right thumb. My right thumb's always on my mouse button. So I'm able to shoulder swap constantly without having to pivot my hands at all. That's gonna lead us into what I'm talking about next, is using corners, right? So like I'm peeking this corner, I want to make sure that my character's looking left, not right. You know what I mean? This is a third person game, so you're able to see people when they're not able to see you. It's not CSGO, where when I'm peeking them, I have to like shoulder peek for me to get intel, right? I can get intel without peeking. A lot of the gunfights in this game obviously rely on aim, but they morely rely on mechanics and just game sense in general. So like peeking a corner and just knowing when to push and how to use corners and angles to your advantage. Let's say someone's right here, being able to sit and then peek, go back, and then play around it. If I'm holding a pole, I'll put a clip up for an example. Let's say like I'm holding a pole, like I'm able to peek left, go back, peek right, go back, peek left, peek right, dodge roll, get it to new cover, peek up, peek left, come up, peek right. Just being able to shoulder swap efficiently is going to help you win more gunfights in general, 100%. Just bind it to something efficient. So this one's pretty well known about as well, but I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it just in case you don't know. All you need for this is literally just a snap hook. Just make sure you have easy access to your inventory bind, so you can easily go from here, put it from your safe pocket to your quick use, put it onto something, dodge roll back, put it into your safe pocket, and then you're able to go up here and then have your fight with whoever you're having your fight with. Time your mid-air, your snap hook's in your safe pocket. So let's say you do end up fighting this guy and you die, well, at least you get to keep your snap hook. That's like the whole benefit of this tech. Also, this is some tech that pretty much everybody knows about, but on zip lines, you can either stay stagnant by just clicking E. You just want to keep jumping and clicking E. Bro, how did I fall? Are you serious? So as I was saying, you could sit on a zip line and just kind of space, click E, space, click E. And this is either with right or left zip line or up and down zip line. You can do the same thing. So some other super cool zip line tech that I'm going to show you guys is that you could fall from any height in the game. And as long as you catch a zip line, you're fine. So for example, even at a height up here, you're able to jump down. And as long as you can grab that zip line, you literally will negate all fall damage. Just jump, believe in yourself, tap E, and then you're good. This might take some practice. You might have to go into practice range and practice this a bit. All right, the next thing we're gonna cover is actually super interesting. This is where you throw a smoke grenade. You know how sometimes when you're in a smoke grenade, you can actually see the silhouettes through the smoke grenade. You actually end up seeing people, but sometimes you don't. Well, this is why. So you guys see the difference when I'm throwing a smoke grenade and when I throw the gas grenade versus when I don't throw a gas grenade? So this can actually work with any grenade. You can put a smoke grenade in any grenade that has any like shrapnel or any like smoke particles you can use. It will work. So like a trigger grenade, heavy fuse grenade, any of those, that will work. But for me personally, with my testing, I've noticed a gas grenade is the best and it's obviously the cheapest. So you just throw that smoke grenade, you can't see the silhouette, but then you throw that gas grenade and you look down, you're able to see that silhouette. See that? Now this is something that 95% of players are already going to know about, but for the 5% of people that don't know about, when breaching a door, let's say if you're looking on it straight on, I breached the door and I want to look to my left. See how I can look to my left a little bit? I can look to my right a little bit. Let's say I want to cover this whole area while breaching. All you got to do is come to the corner kind of look towards the left. Like have your, like just look at it like this. And then you're able to have your guy fully look left, I can see everything. I can see everything I need to see over here instead of being limited to that little bit of space. Same with if I was to breach this one, look right here and I'd be able to go like this. So this next tech is with ladders. It's pretty much the same thing as zip lines. And something that they did change that I didn't really mention is if you're super high up and you grab it like last second, you will see how I just took a little bit of fall damage, but I still grabbed the ladder. It's because I grabbed it last second. You want to grab it like about here, not down there where it's like the last stair. If you grab it like 2-3 stairs up, you'll negate all fall damage, even if you're all the way up there. So with the ladder, it looks something like this: going up to it, waiting, and then just kind of clicking it like a second before the last. Something that's obviously sounds really silly, but a lot of you should really focus on, especially if you're losing your PvP fights, is situational awareness. So just being able to pay attention to your surroundings. Like if I'm right here and I know people are extracting and I want to go kill this guy extracting, like making sure that, okay, do I hear one guy down there? Do I hear 2 guys down there? Am I gonna run down here? Am I gonna instantly go in someone's face? You gotta think about your fight when you're in a fight. You can't just be brainless. That's really the best way to put it. Having good game IQ, good game sense, and that just comes with playing the game. And that goes back to my first message of the video, just saying abuse free kits. You can get good game sense and good game mechanics and all of that by just playing the game. And you can play with free kits and learn and play the game and get better for free. Pay attention to your audio cues. If you hear Ark getting mad at someone, if you hear Ark targeting onto someone, you know what I mean? They make a noise. If you see birds flying away in the distance, okay, that means people are over there. If you see a snitch or a wasp or a hornet aggroed onto someone over here and you're trying to extract and the extraction point's over here, which way are you gonna go? Are you gonna go straight? Are you gonna go around? You gotta think about these things. You know what I mean? It's just situational awareness and game sense. All right, something else pretty interesting is being over encumbered makes a different noise. So if you hear somebody that, let's say that they're behind a wall or you're fighting somebody and you hear them walking or running, being over encumbered, it makes a completely different noise than if you're just normal. So this is normal. Now this is with being over encumbered. It's a very slight difference, but you can hear the slowness, you can hear the pitch difference if you really pay attention and you have the ear for it. So do with that information as you will. Another thing that's really going to help your PvP and Arc Raiders is having NVIDIA filters if you're on PC and you have an NVIDIA card. So if you have NVIDIA filters and you have an NVIDIA card, I have a whole video on my Arc Raider settings, my mouse settings, game settings, NVIDIA control panel settings, filter settings, audio settings, everything that all my settings are, but I will quickly give you guys the sauce in this video. So go to your NVIDIA filters, click Alt-C, click game filters. If you guys don't know how to get to this and you guys don't have game filters, that's where I'd recommend going and watch my full video where I break down steps A to Z on how to install the NVIDIA app, how to get NVIDIA filters, and get these filters on your computer if you have no idea how to. Go to game filters and add these 3: color, details, and brightness and contrast. For color, this is what you're gonna want. For details, this is what you're gonna want. And for brightness and contrast, this is what you're gonna want. So this right here independently changes the game 100%. And plus my control panel settings, because my control panel settings also change my vibrance, my gamma, my saturation, my contrast are all changed in my video control panel settings, which, like I said, you guys can watch my full video breakdown where I go over all of my color settings. But without the filter, this is what the game looks like: dark, gloomy. The game looks like poop. I wouldn't play it. With my filters, it looks amazing: saturation, vibrant, you can see far away, and the game looks beautiful and amazing. And I'm gonna be blind by the age of 30, so there's that. So for augments, don't craft new augments unless you're picking them up in game, because there's just no point. You can stack processors, you can stack everything that you need to craft these augments without having to stack the actual augments themselves, because these take 1 slot. Another thing is never repair your augment. Even if your augment is literally as low as 1 HP, your augment can never break. The only way an augment loses HP is if you die with it. So if I have this, let's say for example, this is 1 HP augment, some people will be like, oh, I might need to repair that. You will never need to repair an augment in this game ever. Let's say for example, I have this Venator 3 that's broken. I'm not going to want to repair this Venator 3 and then have to upgrade it to Venator 4. So I'll just take the Venator 3, recycle it, and then let's say I have a broken Venator 4, use those parts to repair the broken Venator 4. Same thing for any green guns. Like if I have a broken Anvil 3 or a broken Anvil 2, recycle the Anvil to broken Anvil 2, and let's say I have a fixed Anvil 3, I'll upgrade the Anvil 3 to an Anvil 4. So just recycle broken guns or recycle lower tier guns and repair and upgrade higher tier guns. And then for ammo, you guys really don't need too much ammo unless you're picking them up. Like, don't overcraft or overbuy ammo unless you're bringing into your raid, especially if you have limited stash space. So I just have this because I've been picking them up for my raids, and I have a good amount of stash space still. For weapon mods, you should never have anything in your weapon mods. If you have weapon mods, just spam them into your stash and then go to your weapons. Both my shotguns have mags, so I can put those back. Extended medium mag, got a Vendor 4, I'll put that on there. Vertical grip, we'll put that on there. And then we have a suppressor, put that on there. And then a gray shotgun choke, we can sell that. And so now our weapon mods only have weapon mods that we cannot put on guns. Same thing with quick use. You don't really need to overcraft meds too much. I've just been kind of picking these up. Just keep what you need for the next couple of raids and then craft them and buy them as you need. For crafting materials, I really only like to keep medium gun parts, mod components, duct tape, simple gun parts, springs, mechanical components, advanced mechanical components, and then sometimes Exodus modules and magnetic accelerators. I only use this to craft the Bobcat or the snap hook. Complex gun parts, I never keep. Power rods you can keep for either the power rod room or the snap hook. A lot of the stuff I have either for workbenches or I just haven't sold it yet because I'm too lazy. Stuff like this you don't need, like syringes is probably like the worst blue item in the game. Like you don't need a syringe unless you're crafting meds. These are for medium shields. You don't need these. Don't need these. Don't need these. So really just medium gun parts, arc motion core if you want to craft wolf packs, sensors if you want to craft Ranger hatch keys, mod components and duct tape to craft the mods, and then wire sometimes for certain attachments. And then for gray materials, I don't really keep too much. I just kind of keep a row of each, and then metal parts I keep a little more, and then chemicals I try to keep a little more just for ammo. But other than that, like I don't really keep too much gray parts because they just take up stash space. So I kind of sell them off, keep a little bit what I need, and then as I start to get more stash space, I less prioritize these gray parts, and I'll keep just like a row of metal and then a stack or a couple stacks of the gray parts. And then for seeds, I'm always constantly trying to spend my seeds. What I'm doing with seeds is I'm prioritizing simple gun parts, springs, these two mostly, and then batteries for being able to craft energy clips, because if you have an advanced arc power cell and 2 batteries, you can get $5,000, which that will lead me into here. If you go to your projects for your expedition combat items, instead of having to give up all of your guns to be able to do your expedition, all of my money, pretty much all of it, 98k, is from crafting energy ammo. And all you need for energy ammo, like I said, the advanced arc power cells and batteries, which you can get from doing the harvester for the advanced arc power cells or matriarch. And then for the batteries, you can just, on any map, you can get batteries. And then you can craft energy ammo and get your 200k in your combat items super easy, and then keep getting money after that. But in order to craft energy ammo, you do need one of the blueprints. I forgot which blueprint it is. But honestly, just make sure you're crafting and playing around your playstyle. Like if you don't like crafting, maybe overcraft meds a little bit. You know, if there's a certain gun you like, just play how you want. Take this with a grain of salt. Kind of only keep the materials for the playstyle that you need. Like if you like nades a lot, keep stuff that you need to craft grenades. If you don't have too many guns, keep the stuff that you need to craft guns. Just kind of keep the materials that you need for your playstyle. I would quickly go over my skill tree, but I'm only level 57. This is my skill tree right now. But I do have a full video on my skill tree. Link will be down below. Video card should be up on top. I might be changing my skill tree up a bit from that skill tree video, just a bit. So if you guys want to see an updated skill tree video once I'm level 75, just comment down below and let me know. I can make an updated skill tree video for you guys and just make it quick and short, or I can just post it as a YouTube short. Just let me know down below. Well, that covers absolutely everything I needed to touch on in this video. I honestly really hope you guys enjoyed or learned something new, because this video took me over 3 hours of recording and another 3 hours plus of planning. It may seem like a lot for such a stupid and simple video, but like I said, I'm very passionate about this, so I'm just trying my best to make the best possible content, in informative wise and entertaining wise. So just comment down below what kind of videos you guys want to see from me in the future. Make sure you guys please subscribe, like, drop a comment down below. And yeah, it's been your boy Tfue Tech. I love every single one of you guys watching, and thank you for watching till the end. I have a special gift for anybody that did make it this far into the video. If you comment the word watermelon, I will be blessing somebody with $50 or a free copy of Arc Raiders by the end of the week. So 7 days after this video is uploaded, just comment the word watermelon, and within 7 days I will be replying to one random comment, watermelon. Doesn't matter what caps, no caps, just comment the word, and I'll be replying to somebody's comment 7 days from now. And it will be mentioned in my most recent video after the 7 days, who wins, and I'll reply to you, get your Instagram, your Discord, or whatever, and I'll send you the $50 Cash App or however you want it, or I can buy you a copy of Arc Raiders if you don't have Arc Raiders. So yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys. Peace out.